Alright, so I want to talk about instance and type parameters. We have this hexagonal pattern in here that we've been playing with a little bit, and I've individually selected a couple of them and updated them to different widths or basically different types that have different materials and widths on them. And then if you wanted to go in and select some more of these, you would have to tab select them, come over here, go to the pull down, pick a different version, so basically you would have to make a new type for every different version that you wanted, and that gets to be pretty tedious. If you want to have a little bit more flexibility over this piece, then we can add an instance parameter maybe to the depth of this, so we can get different depths very quickly. So I'm just going to pick this pattern and reset it to the 3x6. So they'll all go to 3x6. And I'm going to tab select, and as long as you're in a parallel view and you select an individual one, you can right click on it and go to edit family, and it'll bring that family up. And I'm going to open up my family types dialog box, and I'm going to highlight the depth and go to modify. I'm going to change it to an instance and click OK. And then I'll click OK. And nothing really changes here. I'm going to load that back into project, overwrite the existing version, and now when I pick one of these, you're going to see the depth come up as an option in the properties dialog box. So if I set the depth here to 1 foot, right, now I can go through, tab select these guys and set them to whatever I want without making a new type. Right, it just gives you a little bit more flexibility. Now, there are certain, of course, limitations to this. If I pick this entire piece and update it to a new type, like 1x4, they all reset to that new type, even though that's an instance. But it does give you a little bit more flexibility in changing things. So I could still, go back to this, and I could make them all instances. So I could make the width, modify, make that an instance, and I could also do the same to the material. Modify, make that an instance, click OK, apply, OK, load into project, overwrite the existing version. Now when I tab select, or when I select these, you'll see the grid come up, but when I individually select them, you'll see all of the dimensions and the aluminum anodized come up. So types are very powerful because you can update them very quickly. So if I do 5 inches for a depth there, I can also still tab select that. I could change, of course, the width of that to, let's say, 4 inches. And then I could change the material to concrete. Alright, so all of those are now individual applications. Again, I can do that to any one of these individually. Alright, so 6 inches and 7 inches. Apply. Okay. Alright. Now, if you do pick this and update it to a new type, you're going to lose your settings, right? So there's flexibility, but then it will also be reset. Okay, so that's instance and type.